Shabbat Shalom. I started that vlog like the first couple because you saw, but we did not finish it, so now it's Shabbat though. I have my honey ginger tea that has like zinc in it. Health benefit.
A win is a win.
To be honest, I don't even know how I feel about this camera angle. I don't know how I feel about the lighting. I don't know how I feel about any of this, because the camera that I'm using, the lighting has to be perfect, and if the lighting is not perfect, then it looks grainy, even though it's claiming to record in HD, but it's not. So I'm probably gonna watch like a movie here shortly. Like, I typically watch movies and TV shows from like the 1920s, 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, maybe the 70s. There's movies from the 1920s that could be a little bit like, oh, as a Christian, I should not be watching this. But, you know, I do like to stay in the older, I like the older stuff, okay? Because there's more that you can watch where you don't have to feel like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't watch this. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody has any recommendations from any movies from like the 1940s, the 1950s, 1960s, 1920s, or even a silent film, whatever have you? I do like a silent film. Don't hesitate to leave those recommendations down in the comments below, because I do need more to watch. I just do. I took the time to set up the camera, the lighting, the action, made a whole fuss about it just for me not to have anything on my brain to say. Though all the things I wanted to say or could have said is gone because of how long it took me to set up this camera, and now like the camera is set up and I don't have nothing to say. What? Does that happen to anybody? Like when they're like, okay, I have to do this, like let me do it now, like, and you start getting ready to do the thing, and then by the time you get to do the thing, it's gone. Because that happens to me. That happens to me. So this is something that I just wrote, like, was it last night? I think it was last night. I actually stayed up way longer than I should have, to be honest. It's kind of a problem. It's getting a little bit dark outside, but like I think I went to bed at like 3 a.m. The Lord blessed me with creativity. I'm a writer, okay? I love writing. So most of those things I posted before, like when I was in the world anyway, so they're a little bit dark. I loved like the dark genre, you know, like where you really draw people's emotions in and things like that. I loved it. And now that I'm a Christian, like I have to figure out how to use my creativity for God's kingdom, and kind of struggling because like for me, like writing about joy does not inspire me at all. I love writing about like darkness and things like that, and it really gets like, and I'm not saying like darkness in terms of sin, no, it does have sin in it, but like darkness in terms of gloomy poetry type of thing, because that really gets my brain going, where I'm like, oh, I can put this in, this emotional thing, and this, that, and the third, like I could really put everything together. So figuring out how to, you know, turn that into God's kingdom. But girl or boy, I love lamentation, okay? So I'm trying to like ease back into writing for God's kingdom. And this is something that I wrote last night. It's not the best. The inspiration for it is very weak. I'm going to be honest. And you can tell from the beginning. My mind was going somewhere else with this and it ended up being what it is now. But I'm gonna read it for you and you tell me how you feel about this, because I actually kind of don't like it. Like, I'm actually very dissatisfied with it, which is why I'm reading it. Because I don't know, like all my other stuff used to rhyme and it used to have like a flow. It used to be really good. But this, like it's just not my best work, fam. It just really isn't. Like, I don't know what about it that I don't like. But I'm gonna read it and post it in the description down below. If you want to follow along as I read, it's in there. Angry hearts clenched at the twisted mouths of those who swore at them. Pleading eyes looked towards the heavens. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, the Prince of Peace descended upon them. Saved from the pending sin. Boiling irritation subdued, only to be renewed into sadness at their disdain. Christians martyred, Christians mocked. All there was is sadness. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Words Jesus cried out on their behalf. Those that hated and hated, mocked and mocked until his last breath on the cross. Words Lauryn Hill sang, backstabbers and liars, their words are pyres, for the world that they serve has them turned for a funeral. Crops the Lord has called us to harvest, but them their corpse. They're burning and they don't even realize. I don't know what about it I hate. I do like the line. There's two lines that I actually like very much. Technically 3, but these 2 are my favorite. The first one would be backstabbers and liars, their words are pyres. I like that because it has more of a flow. This one definitely I like because it does like corpse and crops kind of rhyme, but not really, but it also like really paints a picture. Crops the Lord has called us to harvest, but them their corpse. I like that line a lot. They're burning, they don't even realize, which is something I took from Isaiah 42 verse 25, like at the bottom, so we call it 25b. It's like the last 2 sentences of Isaiah 25. But the third one that I kind of like would be subdued and then the renewed line because it rhymes. Boiling irritation subdued only to be renewed. You know what I'm saying? It has like that like rhyme. That rhyme to it kind of has that like that flow. I don't know, but there's something about this I just don't really enjoy. There's a couple aspects I'm like, ooh, 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 then I'm like, ooh, you know? I have so many other writings that I wish I could share, but they're kind of dark. This one I made, I was not fully walking with the Lord yet during this time. But it is one that you'll see what I mean. And possible trigger warning at the beginning because it does seem a little bit dark. But it's just kind of like a darkness to light type of thing, and you'll see what I mean. So possible trigger warning, and I don't know how to even phrase the trigger warning, but if you don't want to stay to figure that out, just skip. It's futuristic lies as my eyes mentally untie the noose around my thighs. What's this? Sweat begins to pool as I am used as a tool. Taken aback, I drool. Gaze remains dead. Flies gathering around my head as this concrete turns cold. The spit thickening as I realize, dang, this actually might be darker than I thought. This might actually be darker than I thought. So really, if you need to skip. Where was I? Let me just start from the beginning because golly, I got taken back from my own self. I was like, oh. Okay. Futuristic lies as my eyes mentally untie the noose around my thighs. What's this? Sweat begins to pool as I am used as a tool. Taken aback, I drool. Gaze remains dead, flies gathering by my head. As this concrete turns cold, the spit thickening. As I realize my time is ticking, my skin is sticking from the layers of sweat from my neck to my back. Pause. Do I remember who I am? Do I know where I am? A child of God? A child of God. Limbs shiver and shake as I realize I am not bait. I am not a tool or a fool to be used as someone's pawn. My bound legs send my body onto the lawn. From heaven and earth, I regain control of my rebirth. Who am I? My eyes swell up with tears as I regain my dignity. I am a child of God. My flesh may be broken, but my soul is a token to be cherished of the moment when I realized my opponent wasn't as smart as they thought, wasn't as tough as they thought. They didn't realize they were outmatched. I am a warrior for mankind and my savior. With every breath I take, the realization hits me. I am a warrior for mankind and my savior. I am a child of God. I wasn't even walking with the Lord yet. I'm gonna be honest, like not really. To be honest, not really. I think this was like right around the time that I was like I started like looking back to the Lord right around this time. I felt trapped. And if you guys ever watched my testimony, you can kind of see like the mindset that I had, like why it was so dark at the beginning and why it's like a darkness to light type of thing when you realize you are a child of God. And I still didn't really walk with him. It took me a minute. I didn't get it at first. I just didn't get it at first. And so I started looking back at the Lord right around this time. But I'm so excited that the Lord has given me is putting me into like a platform where I can use my creativity for him and his glory and his kingdom. I can't wait to start making these short films and stuff like that. I just gotta figure out how to do it with what I got available to me right now. So they're probably not gonna be that great starting off, but I really want it to be good. So we'll see if I am able to make it work with the resources that I have right now. So I don't know. But I'm just excited the Lord has given me a platform to use my creativity for his kingdom. I don't even know why I'm over here talking about these things. I want to go back to being creative. I want to go back to sketching and drawing and painting and creating, writing and stuff like that. I just gotta switch gears for God's kingdom. I'm excited. So stay tuned. I don't know how soon this short film is gonna come out. Just got back from a walk. I went to a grocery store. I walked to a grocery store. Just picked up some apples and tomatoes. And but we kicking it. I'm already almost like 7,200 steps in already for the day. And I'm gonna go get a shower. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then I'm gonna go hop into these classes to start my morning.